Master Pun, that glowing thing really appeared outside my window. I swear on the honor of the Timefield family.
Let's put the vows away for now, Missy. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people swearing oaths on this and that. I believe what you said is true. Why else would you have come all the way here in the middle of the night, right? But I really couldn't follow all that about a boom and shadow crooked by 20 degrees. Sure, we at Yunquei Summit practice mystic arts, but ghost hunting and monster chasing aren't exactly our specialty.
To be precise, it was crooked by 22 degrees to the left. I remember that clearly. But I admit I was a bit abrupt earlier. My apologies. It's not that I've misunderstood the mystic arts. I've come because a friend told me that Mr. Wise and Miss Bell are currently staying here, and she trusts them.
We're here, Senior Yinhu. What's going on?
Oh, perfect timing. You two are just who Miss Timefield is looking for.
What? You're Mr. Wise and Miss Bell?
Hi. I'm Wise, and this is my sister Belle.
Hi! Didn't expect we'd meet again. All right, Wise, stop staring at me. I know I shouldn't have said that. I see. So, you spotted an unidentified glowing object outside your window and came here for help. But I didn't expect Lucy to be the one who sent you.
To be honest, Ms. Montefiore and I both attended the Celestia School for Girls. Even after she broke ties with her father and left without a word, we've still always kept in touch. Actually, I had planned to ask Porcelumix's staff for help with this, but it's late, and I couldn't get in touch with anyone. I can't share all the details, but I'm afraid that by morning, something this strange will just be brushed off and not taken seriously.
After hearing rumors that Alice might only be on the inspection team because of her family name, I asked Fairy to look into the time fields. Turns out she's likely here in place of her grandfather, who's fallen ill. We're not sure what exactly happened, but Alice was probably threatened by them. In any case, Porcelumix clearly—
Since Ms. Montefiore spoke so highly of you both, I'd like to ask for your help in investigating the— As agreed, I'll be staying in Waifei Peninsula for another 2 weeks. And if this issue isn't settled, it's going to be a real problem.
Hey, Wise, what do you think?
Since she's a friend of Lucy's, we should help her out. Our last encounter was a bit awkward, but it was mostly on our end.
Do you charge per case? Or perhaps you work on a daily, or if it's about the commission fee, please don't worry. My Ether Dynamics tutor used to charge for every 5 minutes in each lesson.
Oh, that's no problem. No problem at all. You came here for help, and you're even a friend of someone we know. Of course we'll lend a hand. Don't worry. Here at Yunquei Summit, we're not only skilled in the mystic arts, we're also good at tracking things down and getting to the bottom of mysteries.
Senior Yinhu, you just assumed we would take the job.
Hey, come on now. What do you mean, speaking on your behalf, huh? Let me tell you, the Timefield family isn't just loaded, they're on a whole nother level. Whether Beeline and the others get paid leave, and whether Senior Fufu gets to eat meat next month, all depend on you two now.
Can you please stop putting more pressure on me, Senior?
Miss Timefield, why don't you stay with us tonight? Get a good night's rest, and after breakfast tomorrow, Junior Wise will go with you to investigate.
Are you both really willing to take this commission? Please don't feel obligated if you'd rather not get involved with the people Porcelumix have brought recently.
No need to worry, Miss Timefield. If you need help, we're more than willing to take the commission.
Thank you so much. I'll be staying here tonight then.
Okay. Possibly my old recording from the last episode of Persona wasn't recorded at all. Oh, that sucks. I'm I'm slightly embarrassed by it. Like a mic checks I've been doing lately. So if you hear from the Persona thing, you didn't
Good
hear
morning,
anything
Mr.
from me.
Wise.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Sorry for causing trouble by showing up so late last night.
I was talking about how much I skipped
No
to get to
problem.
that point.
You came to us for help, and really, no need to be so formal.
Sorry.
Just call me Wise.
And I said I'm gonna like do some skips,
Then, please,
you know,
feel
to
free
see how
to
the
call me
powers look
Alice.
like, you know, throughout the levels, and how we gonna what do that do desires, and then we go to the boss fight. There's something to definitely do. Since I've been
How did you sleep last night?
upgrading my
Feeling rested?
personas,
Oh,
and now
I'm
we're in
alright.
zone 0, and I'm
Thanks for your
just
concern.
getting tired.
It's just the scrolls hanging in the room were all tilted by 2 to 10 degrees.
Oh, this is the
I'm
conversation
sorry,
we having?
You have to see this side of me. This nitpicky habit of mine is a disgrace to my family's name.
No, it's not. It's just a habit. It's not that crazy.
Oh, no.
But it can be
It's not
annoying.
that bad.
The family
Soybean
name
Temple
is being
just
over
lives
dramatic.
up to its name.
Relax.
Thank you for understanding. By the way, about that thing I saw outside.
Yeah, you're very over dramatic.
How about we take a look around the lower floor of your building first? Since it appeared outside your window, there might be leads outside.
Okay, sure.
This is a story we're doing? We're trying to discover
Benny
its
suggested
ghosts?
starting outside. Honestly, I'm a bit ashamed to admit it, but
Are we doing this now? Okay. Yeah, I don't care.
Alice, let's talk about last night. You said you heard a soft thump followed by a loud bang.
yes, and it went pitch dark outside the window. I pulled back the curtains and saw large slanted shadows. And there was a glowing skeleton stuck between the shadows in the glass.
It's right there. Well, it doesn't matter what I pick, bro. Like Persona. Doesn't matter what I pick, the interpretation is gonna be back to singular. Yeah, okay. Well, Kit will say it in their own way. Yeah, probably a dandelion, sunflower. Why do we care about this, man? Oh, this is very important value thing to my time, huh? Incredible. And the guarantee there's no right or wrong answers. This is like flat out padding. Padding I'm not like I care about. Whoa. If you hear stuff in the background, I'm watching YouTube. I do that every time when I'm playing. Door. Have you guys played Slay the Spire? It's not like a anime type of game I'll like play on the channel, but you probably see some gameplay over here and there. Dude, I'm going on a date right now, dude. This is a waste of time. I'm feeling exhausted already. What was that, dude? I heard a squeak. Was that a rat? Bottle of foot.
Wise, have you figured out what happened last night? I have some theories after seeing the footprints.
Yeah.
Let's start by
see what
piecing
it
together
is.
what we know so far.
First, about that huge shadow. What do you think it was? And how did it end up outside my window?
One of the actual choices we could make this time around. I don't even care what it is.
It was probably from cargo hanging on the tower crane. Cargo was big enough to block the whole window, and the way it vanished without a trace makes sense if we assume it was moved away with the crane. You mentioned hearing a soft thump before the shadow appeared. One of the ropes holding the cargo probably snapped, causing the load to tilt and bump against your window.
Yes, that's what I figured too. Thinking back, the
Really?
reason I was so certain that it was tilted exactly 22 degrees was because there was a shipping label on the crate. Now, onto the flower pot. Why do you think the flower pot fell?
You really the wrong answer.
It was knocked over by the cargo hanging from the tower crane.
But if something that large hit it, wouldn't all the pots have fallen to the ground?
It was probably knocked over by that skeleton that startled you. After the cargo hit your window, the crane lifted it back up, but that little creature couldn't hold on and fell off, landing right on the flower pot.
Right. There must be a reason the flower pot fell. If something as large as the
Someone
cargo
knocked it
had hit
over.
directly, the
Why
whole
could we
rack
need
would
to
have come
bind it?
crashing down. The fact that one pot was left on the balcony means it had to be something smaller. Looks like we have the same train of thought. That leaves us
I
with
guess.
just one remaining question. What was that glowing skeleton?
It's pretty clear. The culprit is whatever animal left those glowing little footprints. Since its paws were covered in phosphorescent paint, the skeleton pattern was probably painted on its body or clothes.
Why you don't even talk about
There's no
this?
phosphorescent paint on the drain
Continue
pipe,
the dialogue,
so it's
man.
likely the little creature
Oh,
hitched
you
a
suck
ride
for
on the
this,
cargo
man.
and was caught in the crane
Have to
malfunction,
use season
which then
1.
caused it to slam into the window.
Oh,
Later,
it's
while
torture.
trying to escape, it knocked over the flower pot. But the exact sequence of events isn't really the point. What matters is this. No matter how clever an animal is, it couldn't have dressed itself up like that.
Which means someone deliberately used it to pull a prank on me. That's going too far.
Shut up.
Wise. Since it left footprints while fleeing, there must be more tracks nearby. If we follow them, look over here.
CW.
The footprints go up the pillar to the overpass.
Yeah, you gotta climb up the stairs
follow
to
them
check
and
out
check it
what's
out.
going on. That's right.
How could they? I can't believe someone actually used an animal to pull a prank.
You don't like pranks? Someone probably know you and want to have fun with you. Then again, the fact that they never pulled up to say, hey, it's a prank, kind of suspect. Yo, who is this? Sad lady? Can I talk to her real quick? Hey, we'll get some number. What's she sad for? Let's talk about it. Whatever.
The footprints stop here. Did it jump off? Let's go down and take a look.
Heart rate of the client increased to 120 BPM.
Fairy, I'll miss you.
Here is a proverb.
So
A cornered
much.
rabbit will bite.
Fairy, you're not helping.
Fairy, stay. Wise, you're an idiot. Use your freaking AI more. Stupid fool. Damn, Gomes is so. Damn, these models be making. It's too bad I can't like the rest of all of them, you know what I'm
The
saying?
footprints disappear here.
Uh-oh, the footprints are all jumbled here.
Where could it have gone?
On the raccoon.
There it is! Don't let it get away!
Hey, stop! There! It ran into the jump!
So you were behind yesterday's pranks. The real culprit.
Monato?
What?
Huh?
Yuzuha, visitors.
Coming. What can I get for you?
And his style is killer, man.
Oh well. Huh. Guess I got found out after all.
Whoever that. So you're the. Oh, shoot. I don't care. I don't care.
Miss, based on what you just
Crap is
said,
painful to look
may
at.
I assume that you're the owner of this tanuki? His full name is Kamanosuke, but we call him Kama. Uh-huh. What I mean is, he's not just this tanuki. He has a name. And I'm not Kama's owner. We're just partners. Kama is free to do as he pleases.
Say less.
Excuse me for being presumptuous.
Wait a minute. We came here to confront them.
Hilarious.
Yet somehow it feels
Come
like
on,
Alice
Morgan.
just got completely shut down.
It's all right. Kama just said he doesn't mind. So, honored guests, what brings you to Mystic Wares? Looking for anything in particular? I'm Ukinami Yuzuha. Our family runs a well-known porcelain shop in Phylum
Ooh, that
Heights.
mean name.
We
I ever
carry
heard of
all
one.
kinds of goods, and any purchase of a second item comes with a 1% discount.
Disgusting.
All right. Thank you very much.
Genji has a
No,
five
wait!
discounts that.
We're not here to shop! Miss Ukinami, we don't even know each other, and yet last night, you and your partner played a prank on me that caused me a lot of trouble. Huh? That's a bit of a shock. I thought you'd really appreciate Kama's way of returning the favor. Returning the favor? How could you not understand? You were clearly the ones who started the prank in the first place. Porcelumex previously stated they'd thoroughly investigate the safety hazards and give the people of Waifei Peninsula a proper explanation of the accident. Yet somehow they let an unqualified little girl sneak into a team of so-called experts. That's quite the prank if you ask me.
Yuzuha, saying something like that in front of others might be a bit...
Monato, I've been meaning to say this for a while. You having that face and always talking like a goody two-shoes? What a waste.
Excuse me, may I say something? Porcelumix brought in the inspection team just for show. Of course, people are going to feel outraged. It's just that, even with so many well-known experts on the inspection team, none dare to defy Porcelumix. So why place all the blame on Miss Timefield alone?
I see. You're saying I'm just picking the easy target? I remember now. I've seen you before. You were that disciple in training. Wise, from Swabian Temple. Didn't expect you'd be more witty than you look. Anyway, after hearing you out, I realized I didn't think the prank through. Sorry about that. It won't happen again. I really appreciate you saying that, but you don't look so thankful. Are you still so concerned about what happened last night? No, you've misunderstood. I indeed joined the supervisory investigation team. And though there are reasons I can't fully explain, as a descendant of the Timefield family, I won't forgive myself for my mistakes. Just because you apologized. I only hope you'll take back what you said about me being unqualified. The Timefield family has always upheld strict discipline. Both my grandfather and father were scholars in the ether industry, and I've received a systematic education in hollow and ether studies from an early age under their guidance. Monato, what's with this person? She seems just as weird as you.
How would I know? And for the record, I'm not weird at all.
So from the sound of it, you are pretty confident in your knowledge. Then, do you know what this strange piece of porcelain is?
I honestly don't care. Here comes the monologue in the...
This looks more like a shard of some kind of device rather than porcelain.
Why
Also,
keep it to yourself?
was it just my imagination? Or did I suddenly sense an unpleasant aura coming from it? Something similar to the presence of a sacrifice.
They make it do monologue.
Oh, that's a shard of a large obscura.
Even though we... That doesn't make any sense, dude. Why?
Obscura?
Yes, an obscura is a type of experimental reactor vessel made with high-purity porcelain as its outer shell. Due to the unique properties of porcelain, when etheric matter is placed inside
21
obscura,
minutes?
it can slowly come into contact with the air. This allows researchers to observe how ether behaves
I'll
once it
call
leaves
this
a hollow.
video Zenless
Although an
mystery, bro.
obscura is a rather expensive piece of lab equipment, there's nothing strange about it. This shard hasn't been coated with the outer layer yet. It was probably damaged during manufacturing.
Damaged during manufacturing? So there is something wrong with this thing.
See, Minato? I told you my instincts were spot on. Who would have thought we'd figure out what this thing is in such an unexpected way? What a stroke of luck!
Yeah, I'm sure.
Could someone explain what just happened?
We suspect that someone at Porcelumex has been illegally producing high-value porcelain items inside the hollow. Simply put, they publicly claim to be producing low-value products.
Exactly. The Obscura isn't a regular product
My
of the
cup
Wi-Fi
is such a
Peninsula
short
factory.
sleeve.
So its appearance here clearly points to shady dealings going on inside the hollow.
Where did you find the shard?
We found it in a batch of materials delivered to our shop from Siloom Bay. Let's go, Minato. We're heading to Siloom Bay. If we can trace this shard back to its source...
You don't tell me everything.
Wait a moment. Are you sure it's okay to just say your whole plan out loud like that?
It's fine. You're a
Japanese,
scaredy
that's
cat.
Japanese.
No way you'd snitch to Porcelumex. Wait, you wouldn't, right?
Of course not.
Look, I'm gonna stitch
but
myself,
not
but
because
damn,
I'm afraid.
dude.
As a descendant of the Timefield family,
Lord
wise,
have mercy.
it seems
I
you
can't.
still have some questions for Miss Ukinami regarding the Obscura. So please excuse me for now. Thank you for helping resolve the issue.
Oh, shut up. This is not even a big deal. It was never a
You
big
didn't
deal
leave
in the
with that
first
fancy
place.
girl. Do you have something to ask us?
Can I come with you to Siloom Bay for the investigation? I'm curious about the origin of that shard.
No problem. You're more than welcome to join us. Wow,
I can't
today's
help
our
that this
lucky
voice
day.
actress for this
Not
character
only did we find a
is the
lead,
same for someone
but we
else,
even had
bro.
a proxy who's an expert at handling miasma
can't
just
help
show
it.
up at our door.
This,
Don't lay it on too thick, Yuzuha.
you know?
You don't want to scare Wise away. Still, we have no reason to turn down the proxy's help. So, we'll be counting on you from now on.
Alright,
Minato,
mission
if your
time.
tail wasn't wagging like an electric fan right now, I'd give you a perfect score for how mature you acted.
Let's talk mass smack, bro. But I like the design and character. Bro. Yo, what that in the back, bro? Is that Bang Boo going crazy? Oh, probably some commercial going on in the background. Yeah, I'm over this, bro. I'm over this, bro. Probably you're gonna dive into some action eventually, bro. I'm gonna do mass skips after this, bro. Look, I'm sorry. It's just this thing is mid. All right, let's go to freaking Lucas Company, my favorite game of all gotchas.